to congratulate Francine Lefranc, the most extraordinary woman in my universe, and her beautiful husband, Luke Greenberg. They're an extraordinary team, the yin and the yang, but they work so well together, and they love disrupting themselves, and that's why they are the diamonds within. So good evening, it is good morning in Australia. Good evening everyone, but I want to just particularly say good evening to the most extraordinary graduates I've met this morning. We were privileged to go to the New York Film Academy, and Michael Young is here as the president of the New York Film Academy, which I worked with. And what he shared today was, it's all about a story. If you really want to sell something, if you want to communicate, if you want to influence, you just share your story or someone else's story. And I'm going to share with you within just 2 minutes my story. Yes, I am the job queen, but I became the job queen because I couldn't hold down a job. And let me tell you, prior to that, I was a migrant kid. And I was speaking to Francine this morning, today. I'm getting confused with my talent zone. And she said, "You're a great communicator. How did you become a great communicator?" And I said, it all happened when I was 5. I came to Australia from a little village in Sicily, and my parents could not speak English. And I became the interpreter. I became the business person. I became the leader, even though I was the baby in the family. Right now, I have my nephew here, who's the baby in our family and our future leader. Thank you, Michael, for coming tonight to witness the authenticity of my story. Thank you. But what happened to me was, I struggled at school. I couldn't speak English, and comprehension was my biggest challenge. You know, I failed my junior English in grade 10. I failed it in grade 12. And I was determined I was going to pass grade 12 and make it to the university. And guess what? It took me 3 goes. Once I did that, I got a letter from a major university of Queensland saying that I'd be accepted as a mature age student. I accepted that, and then I started my career as a legal secretary. And I bumbled my way from job to job, and I couldn't believe I could get fired from every job. And so what happened was, I became really good at being fired, because I got myself ready for the next job and the next job. And so I was a typing teacher at night, and they fired me there as well. And for the first time, the students protested. I'd never ever been reinstated. When the principal of the college, who no longer exists by the way, said, "What are you teaching?" I said, "I'm teaching typing, but I also teach them how to get a job." They said, "Look, would you please allow us to reinstate you?" And I looked at her and I said, "I'm going to do this for myself." So with $2,600, fired as a record, fired from every job, I started a business college with $2,600. And let me tell you, talk about insomnia, I had heaps. I had 10 students. And then I had this dramatic time that in business, it's like eating ice for breakfast. You know, glass. And it was tough. And I was trying to tell everyone I was good at getting you a job. And guess what? I did it. I've done it now for 45 years. And let me tell you, I'm constantly disrupted. And one of the things I love doing is being the master and doing the masterclass of startups. So to our graduates tonight, I just want you to know that every time you get disrupted, you must say to yourself, I am a student of the global world. What can I learn from this? And let me tell you, today I'm a proud owner of my own university. People said I was crazy. I went out and bought a high-rise building, put my name on it. I thought if Trump can do it, so can I. I've got about 5 high-rise buildings with the name Serena Rosso Centre, Serena Rosso River Centre, Serena Rosso Corner, Serena Rosso Square. I remember my brother-in-law, Michael's father, said, "You have an ego problem." You know, women in those days had egos if they put their name on a high-rise building. And I said, "Watch me. My father, Russo, and Tony be so proud." So today, I have a university. Today, we do welfare work. We have a psychology company. Now, I could never reflect back and say, had I not had the transformation of accepting failure, I would never be the success I am today. I look at my time factor, so I'm going to give all the graduates my book. By the way, it was written in 2002. It's the 5th edition. I bought 40,000 copies and made it a bestseller. So I'm now going to offer this to those graduates because I've only got 2 minutes. But all I can say is, number 1, be accountable. Number 2, love disruption. Number 3, believe in yourself. And number 4, accept failure. As learners, you can learn from it. Success will follow. And lastly but not least, believe there's a blue sky. Even though you can't see it on the day, it's dim, it's dark, you're in the basement and there's no view. So all I can say is see you at the top, ciao for now, and thank you, Francine, for allowing me to share my story, because I believe without a story, you've got nothing. Start creating your own. Thank you.